Hi guys, Voan here today. Not much to do today, but something interesting has happened today that I just don't know how to explain it, but it is interesting because it is a product that I thought was long gone, and for some reason it's still here. So as you can see right in front of me right now are two very old controllers. Two FC Twin controllers. So I really thought that because my FC Twin was busted a long time ago, that it will be gone for good. But it seems that when my FC Twin, when all my folks took all my stuff away, or threw all my stuff away, that they also threw the SC Twin away too, and everything associated with the SC Twin. But for some reason, I have been cleaning or maybe rejuvenating my basement the other day, and I just so happens to search in that closet that I have no reason to actually like check it, because that closet is not really mine. But yeah, I have recently checked on that closet, and on the bottom of that closet happens to be a lot of bags, some very kind of like trashy kind of bag, and inside those trash style bag is a lot of the old stuff that my family was supposed to throw away but never did. And inside those bags are these two controllers here, along with a bunch of other junks. So yeah, I really thought that these were gone, and it really surprised me that they're still here, and in still kind of like decent condition too. They were a little bit dusty when I found them, so I recently just cleaned them a while ago. But yeah, they still look kind of decent here. Got some minor wears and tears somewhere in here too, but overall they look almost as if they came out of the box now after I cleaned them. So yeah, if you look at the other one too, you can see all those kind of like wears and stuff in there. And these wires haven't been tampered with either. I don't know why they didn't throw these away, but my guess is that since these haven't been used all that much, maybe they might still work okay. We'll have to test on that. But yeah, I'll show you a brief tour of the basement on how I found these. But yeah, in a while we'll have to test these and see if they still work, because if they do still work, then that'll be great. I'll be keeping them and add them to my Super NES accessory collections. Maybe they'll do good as alternative for some of my games. But if they don't work, then might as well just throw them away. I mean, this is gonna be like a keep it or throw it away kind of situation for me. So if they still do work, then I might keep them. If they don't work, then it's gonna be like the last time I'm ever gonna see these because these are supposed to be gone a long time ago, back in like 2008, and it's like 9 years later, and finally went through that basement and go through all the crap in there and finally found it. So yeah, here's how my basement looks like, and on the stuff of how I found these two again. After that, then we'll test these two together and see if they're still worth it to keep it. So okay guys, so this is my basement down here. If you look, man, just look at it. Looks like a very out of shape basement, huh? Looks more like a jungle in here than it is up there. On this side, there's a light up here which makes it kind of bright. There's also a light on that other side in there too, where there's a sink and some of those laundry stuff. But yeah, there's 2 freezers over here. So these freezers still have some poultries and ice creams and stuff in there too. And over here we got like a cabinet, some Ziploc stuff, some chairs, some very old yeah, some very old VCR stuff in there, VCRs and DVD stuff. If you look at here, we still have some old-fashioned cassette tapes and stuff in there too. Like, if you look at this, yeah, some very old cassette tapes. The God of Cookery or something. Very old movies. But yeah, these are stuff that we don't watch anymore. It's just some archives kind of stuff. And we have like an instrument, a very Hmong instrument up there, which my brother used to. They used to blow all the time back at the funeral and stuff. But if we go over here, like I said, this section of the basement is the only section that I have not come through very often. But there's like this closet right here. If you look at that closet, yeah, this closet up here, there used to be another door. I mean, you can see there's one door here, but there used to be another door right here. Now that door has been torn off. But inside that closet, there used to be a lot of bags under there, and those bags, inside those bags is where I found my FC Twin controller. So these FC Twin controllers were there all along when I thought that they were gone with the FC Twin. I mean, really, the console is broken, out of shape, and does not work anymore. So, but I never thought that I would found these, because I thought that they were thrown away with the FC Twin too, because I did tell them that since the system doesn't work anymore, might as well just throw all of them away, and they pretty much throw everything about the FC Twin out the window now. But I never thought that they would keep the controllers. So yeah, we're going to have to test these and see if they'll work. So time to get ourselves back up there. Anyways, here's the FC Twin controllers. So I plugged them right to my Super Retro Trio. Now, kind of interesting because they're the same color that matches the Super Retro Trio, so that's a good thing. I like how they evenly match now. Look a lot similar to the Super Retro Trio controller a little bit too. Only thing is that these are plastics, hard plastics, and not rubber. But yeah, I just hope that they worked. So let's test the first game. Here is Tetris Attack, playing on the Super Retro Trio. So we're just gonna test it and see if this controller works, because it might work too. And if it doesn't work, then there might be something wrong with the Yep, the code works. So the code works okay. Let's see, let's go play some versus mode. I'll play on the normal setting. So yeah, everything seems to work okay now. And the A button works okay. Immediately once I press A, it confirms. Okay, start button works okay. Let's see how the directional and auto stuff works. The D-pad felt very spongy, but it does work okay. Now here's one problem that I found. One problem that I found is that, see, every time I press left or right, sometimes it'll like move diagonally up. So if I could demonstrate it here, just like if I press left, like just tapped it, it'll be okay. But if I try to do it all the time, sometimes it'll go like this. In the heat of battle, that's not good. I mean, that's just a demonstration, but every time when I press left or right, it feels like I'm pressing diagonal, or the game thinks that I'm pressing diagonal, so that's not good. However, everything does seems to work okay though. There's no latency issue with the controller or anything. It just doesn't, the D-pad just doesn't control properly. So yeah, L and R seems to work okay. Yeah, everything seems to work okay. I think the L and R button are okay too. I mean, once I raise the stack up, it raises. It doesn't like push it all the way. It doesn't raise all the way. It raises normally. So this D-pad is the only problem. It's a little bit mushy and not as accurate as what you see on the Super Retro Trio controllers or any of those other clone controllers that made from, or any of those Super Nintendo OEM controllers. So yeah, it's kind of hard to press it a little bit too. It has some kind of stiffness to it. Now let's try the other controller. So let's try the second one. This is the first player one. This is the second player one. So see if the second player one works. Guess we'll just have to try this. So, 2-player mode. Let's see. I just choose this dog. And I'll let player 1 be Lakitu. Since I can't play the second controller on the single player mode. For some reason, this second controller, the D-pad is not quite as mushy as the other one. Still have that stiffness feel to it though, but it doesn't feel mushy. It doesn't have that mushy. I mean, when you press left or right, it doesn't think that you're pressing diagonal like the other one. Let's try the other one again. So see how the other one goes. Yeah, it's definitely better on the second one. See if you press left and right, it still do that. It still thinks that you're pressing diagonal. So I had to say, between these two, the player 1 and the player 2, now I'll just have to label them later and hope that I play the right one. I don't know if I should keep this one or not. The D-pad is not as good. It has a stiffness and some mushy, squishy thing about it. It has that glitch where if you press left or right, it thinks you're pressing the diagonal up and diagonal, the diagonal up left and up right. So that to me is not good. This one does not have that problem though, so it's actually pretty much quite a-okay. So yeah, I may eventually just going to keep one of this. So this one I may keep it until it's busted. As long as this one doesn't get busted, I might keep this one too. So I might play this one until its last breath and see how it do. And I'll just keep this one as a backup maybe, because it's still a good controller and it works just okay with, okay with Tetris Attack here. So I'm Voan. This is just my usual testing of these stuff because it's been a long time since I've been using these, and I'm glad that they are, they are good with the Super Retro Trio there. Exactly the same color too, so they match the system very well. And if they could be good replacement to all my other controllers, then that's great. So I'm Voan. This is just my usual testing of these things, and maybe later on we might get through to those other reviews, but yeah, as of today, this is pretty much what I do. So thank you for watching, and you guys have a nice day. See you later.